What is going on, everybody? It's the Daily Fantasy Hitman, and I'm back after an extended layoff. And we're back this time not with the League of Legends breakdown, but we're going over to CSGO, which I've been having a lot of interest in lately. So, first things first, we are doing the right here. It's the Repub League. Kind of an interesting name. I think pub has something to do with I don't know if it's the pub or no, but it's something to do with like a pub, or no, they call it pug. Yeah, I don't know. Republic, whatever the hell that means. We are going into the deeper, deeper waters of CS:GO. This is a tier 2 to tier 3. With these teams, 22 world rank, 30 right here. But these teams are the deeper ones, 75 and 42. So you're never really quite sure what you're gonna get. So you head on over to gg.bet, okay? And you look at these odds right here. You look at SKADE, minus 222 versus Sprout, plus 166. Now, every time I've seen SKADE as a favorite, mainly just when I'm playing DFS, they always drop the ball. So, not really loving the favorite odds there. Young Ninjas, minus 244 versus Caronte, plus 181. Let's take a look at SKADE versus Sprout first, because this is the matchup that's happening first. You can see here 10 hours versus 13. I believe this is happening like 4 a.m. Pacific time, which is rough. Probably not going to be up for this one, but we'll try. Sprout, you'll see right here, 0 maps on Overpass. They're automatically banning Overpass, which sucks for SKADE, because go over here to the analytics setter, right? Bada bing, bada boom. You'll see Overpass 33% first pick for SKADE. That's their go-to map. So the fact that Sprout's banning it out off the rip, kind of annoying for SKADE. Now take a look at what SKADE's banning first. Usually it's Nuke or Vertigo. In this case, I believe it will be Nuke, but it could be Vertigo too. I'm seeing this 17 maps, 59% on Vertigo, so they're a little bit more well seasoned on that versus only the 8 maps, 38% on Nuke. So that works not in favor of SKADE because they're banning Nuke, which isn't really the best map for Sprout. They have played it 20 times though. Take a look how often Sprout's picking into Nuke. 30%. So that's their second best map. But you see this 38% first pick on Dust 2. That is SKADE's second worst map with 47% win rate. Their last game was a 3 versus 16 loss to Mad Lions. Also got a 6-16, 2-16, 7-16 in there. Not looking too hot, especially versus these lower tier teams. And there's one right there versus Sprout, 2-16 on Dust 2, who they're playing. So, kind of goes into how I'm feeling about this one. People are going to look at this right here, right? 1-2, 0-2, 0-2, 0-2, 0-2. It's kind of rough, okay? But Heroic, come on. Like, top team in the world. Forze, they're pretty good on any given day. Not a necessarily close match. Endpoint, good. Ent's good. I mean, all these teams are really good. They lost 1-2 to Ents as well. Just take a look. See if it wasn't really a close game either there. But, yeah, Sprout is more of a, how do I put this? They're more experienced in that sense as the core, right? So you got these three. Cressy and Slacks are the newer additions, right? Cressy's probably your third fragger. Slacks is your primary op. Favin is your team is the star. Dennis and Spitty, these are the veterans, right? Take a look here. Player profile, 25 years old. Played with teams like Mouse Sports. So yeah, actually 3 separate stints. Dennis also played with Mouse Sports. Also played with Big for a while. So those are interesting. You know, they have that repertoire from playing in that top tier CS. Cressy and Slacks both coming over from Alternate Attacks. Used to watch them a lot because they were DraftKings slates for their types of games, and they were pretty good, honestly. Cressy was their best player. Slacks was like second best with the op. But Faven's my favorite on the team. And you'll look at their last game, right? 16-6 first map for SKADE. And then 16-2, that one that we saw on Dust 2, and then 16-12 on Mirage. All in all, you saw Favin going plus 25, which is about expected for a guy like him. And then Slacks plus 19, you could tell he really was getting the best of Denislaw here, minus 8. And then Cressy plus 4, take a look at the detailed stats. Only 8 assists, but still, I prefer him over, I don't know, like, if you like SKADE tomorrow, you can go Rainwaker, Ships, and Denislaw probably. But I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm taking the underdog here. I think Sprout wins it. They might be 30th in the world, but SKADE is not 22nd in the world. They play so inconsistent. Like you can see here, like they lost 0-2 versus Endpoint and EPG just as well, right? So like they're kind of getting propped up here with they did beat Anonymous and they lost, right? But Spirit Academy not very great. Mad Lions not too great. Uh, yeah, all in all, like I've noticed a trend like every time SKADE has one of these bigger matches versus a more top tier team, they just end up like screwing it up. And I don't love the fact that their best map just gets automatically banned out in Overpass. So yeah, I'm gonna take Sprout for the upset there. If you're a betting man, plus 166, that's a pretty nice odds. Throw a little bit of moolah on that. But let's move on over to this one. I feel a lot more confident in this game, just given that like this Caronte team, like I don't know what to expect out of them. 2 weeks over the last 2 weeks, they've played 5 best of 3s. Who are they playing against? You know what I mean? They're playing against Exploit, number 110 in the world. They're playing up against Offset, number 70 in the world. Navi Jr., 65th in the world. Sampi, again 230th in the world. And then Gamer Legion 76. So the best team they faced off first was Navi Jr., which is literally Navi's like academy team. So it's just a bunch of young guns, which is actually essentially what the Young Ninjas are. We should get to that, touch on that. Young Ninjas are a project set up by NIP, NIP Ninjas in Pajamas, hence Young Ninjas. And their essentially academy team has gotten all the way up to number 42 in the world. This team's really putting in that work. And you'll notice their first ban, their automatic ban, is Dust 2. Caronte has not yet to play Mirage, so I'm believing that given the Dust 2 ban, they're just going to ban Mirage. But see, this is an issue right here. Overpass could be a punish pick. Lost 16-4 versus Gamer Legion. Uh-oh. But this isn't good. The Young Ninja's best map, Mirage, is banned, right? That's not good, right? But take a look at this. Go over to the Analytics Center. Let's see what they pick into when their top map is banned. Looks like Inferno, Train, and a little bit of Overpass. So they could pick into that Overpass, and that could be a real punish pick here. Won 3 in a row versus some really solid tier 2 teams like Movie Star, Copenhagen, and K23. Overall, though, you just look at this, like, look at that. Five games, best of 3s in the last 2 weeks. Lost 2 of them. Just playing absolute horrible competition. And then you got the Young Ninjas. I mean, they handily took care of Navi Jr. They had a little bit of a struggle fest over there. Took down Copenhagen Flames. Did have the issue versus Saw, but beat Kova, beat Movie Star Riders. I mean, let's just take a look at Movie Star Riders to get an idea. I mean, they're 28th in the world. You know? So Young Ninjas playing a lot better caliber of team and doing a lot better. 24th Dignitas. I mean, they had them on the ropes here. Let me go in. Clicked on the wrong thing. 16-10 beat them 16-8 on Nuke on their own map pick. So that's something that you got to look out for. Overall, though, it's just like they have. You look at things like the 0.78 kills per round, 0.57 deaths per round. That's pretty good for Sun Pius, right? But you got to look at the type of competition this guy's facing. Like, okay, that's pretty good versus Saw, but that's a best of 1, right? I mean, he's only got negative, this dude, 4 times, right? But you have to also think about this. How many maps has he played? 21, right? So, like, we're not getting a very big sample size, right? And what's that? So he's popping off on roughly 75% of his maps right now for some lower tier teams. So if he's playing up against the young ninjas, I mean, for example, like take a look at this guy. This is their primary op, so this is the guy I would compare him to. I mean, plus 12, plus 5. This is overall a plus 14 versus Dignitas, number 24 in the world. Plus 1 there, not the greatest. But look at this, like versus pretty decent tier 2 team. You got him going plus 24, right? Had a bit of a slow streak over here. That's not a good look going negative 17 versus Case, right? But end of the day, I just see so many performances, plus 12, plus 17. Kind of rough in the middle there. Plus 11, plus 20. And then look at how many maps they've played. I mean, you just can't stop scrolling. It's hard, right? Look at this, another one versus SJ, plus 23. Look at that, plus 18 versus Saw. Like, he's playing. This is gross. Plus 30, 32. Oof. I mean, this guy is good. He's a real good talent. You got to think that he's only 18. This is the only team that he's played for. So the fact that he's now been playing for roughly 4, maybe even 5 months. I mean, this young ninjas team, for them to be ranked 42nd in the world at this moment. I mean, let's take a look at some of these other guys. 18. Nila, this guy looks like he's 16. This guy probably 20. Oldest. This is the vet. Like, you got a 16-year-old, 3 18-year-olds, and a 20-year-old, right? So that's the veteran, the 20-year-old. This guy right here, he's actually pretty good. Watched him play in a few of the games. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this team is so young, and they're facing off versus a team right here. This guy's 25. Played for he played for the Movie Star Riders for like a few months. The Mad Lions too, so like decent pedigree. Like, that dude's 25. This dude's 22. 19, not bad. 19. Okay. But like, you got the younger team, which usually means more talented because I mean, they're younger and they're 30 ranks above, right? More talented, younger, coming from a better organization with likely way more money to spend on things like coaching and like, PCs. They might even be in a boot camp. Like, all that type of stuff has to be on the table. Whereas this team, I don't even know who Caronte is. That's not even the org I've ever heard of. I don't know how they're getting 75th in the world already. Like, it's a bit unrealistic when they really haven't played or beat anyone of any type of caliber. But, that's neither here nor there. But basically, this one just seems a lot more clear cut to me. Like, the other one was a 22 versus a 30. Like, that's a toss up in the online era. This one is a 75 who's played like 5 maps over the last couple of weeks versus a team that's just been grinding. Like, look at how many times they've played in the last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 games in the last week. Won 4 out of 6. Only losses were to Saw and Dignitas. Dignitas 24, Saw's 31st. Like, and they beat some of the better teams too. So, yeah, I'm gonna give this one to Young Ninjas. I think it potentially could be a 2-0. And yeah, the one issue if you're playing DFS, I like pick and choose. Like, a lot of these dudes are just popping off. I always love getting the primary op in there. If you're wondering, how do I find out if he's the primary op? You go to stats. You could just go to weapons. Op kills 996, right? Oh, who's the secondary op? Find that out. Not this guy. Wonder if they even have one. A lot of AUG kills. Yeah, I'll just check this real quick and then we'll be donezo. Yeah, I would take a look at those odds though too. Minus 244. That's not terrible. Yeah, it looks like okay. I guess that one dude. They don't really run the double op much, but whatever. Yeah, my picks tomorrow are, like I mentioned, Sprout, 2-0, 2-1, either one. Young Ninja's probably 2-0. Yeah, those are my picks. That's my breakdown. Oh yeah, let's check this out too. If you ever want to sign up, if you're looking for, my specific DFS picks or even my projections, anything like that, got this right here, patreon.com/DFS Hitman. We can view the page right now if you want to see that. Here we go. We offer, boom, League of Legends, CSGO. I'm also doing Call of Duty as well, if you're interested in that. We're doing projections and breakdowns every day. You know how it goes. And if you're still here with me, hey, thank you. Hit me with a subscription and, just do what you can. Thank you for listening and have a great one. Let's get it.